Welcome to Homecoming 2021. We have a wonderful court for you this evening. I'm Trey Miller.
And I'm Riley Allstet. Our first couple is Riley Ebert and Kaden Kibbler. Riley Ebert is the daughter of Brooke and Nikki Ebert. She has 3 younger siblings, Addison, Brooklyn, and Tate. Riley participates in the Smoky Valley Wildfires dance team as co-captain, National Honor Society as secretary, Pep Club as secretary, Kansas Association of Youth Club as president, senior class secretary, STEM club, orchestra, drama club, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and track. She went to state track her freshman year in the 4x8 meter relay, where the relay placed 5th. Riley was also awarded the Excellence in Character Award her sophomore year. Riley's extracurricular activities include competitive dance at Revolution School of Dance, Swedish Dancers, Salinsburg Youth Group, and working at the Lindsberg Vet Clinic. She enjoys hanging out with her boyfriend and friends, and Riley enjoys spending time with her family, her animals, shopping, breaking her bank account at local coffee shops, as well as being at the dance studio 24/7. Riley plans to major in pharmacy at either Fort Hays State University or Wichita State University next fall, where she also plans to continue her love of dance.
Kaden Kibbler is the son of Chad and Hillary Kibbler and older brother to K.O. Kibbler. Kaden participates in the National Honor Society and is a manager for the volleyball team. He used to partake in cross-country, track, and play the trumpet while in the band. When he is not attending school, he works downtown at the White Peacock coffee shop. In Kaden's free time, you can usually find him spending time with his family, playing disc golf, or bickering with his younger brother. Kaden received the Excellence in Character Award during his junior year. Kaden plans to attend the University of Kansas and major in accounting or finance.
Our next couple is Madison Toll and Hayden Lysell. Madison Toll is the daughter of Dan Toll and Devin Berzoot, and daughter to Riley and Samantha Toll. Madison participates in volleyball, wrestling, softball, powerlifting, FCA, Pep Club, and K's Club. When Madison is not attending school, she enjoys spending time with her family and friends, playing tennis with Riley Allstet, driving around with the TNC group, and attending church in Roxbury. Madison has earned all-league honors in volleyball and softball, as well as first-team All-State in the 2021 softball season. She is a 4-year letter winner in softball and a 3-year letter winner in volleyball. She has also placed 3rd at state in her weight class as a first-year wrestler last year. In Madison's free time, you can usually find her writing essays for Dibble's class or watching the Royals. Madison is undecided on her major, but plans to play softball in college.
Haven is the son of Margot Lysell. Haven has been involved in a lot of SVHS, including class president, Pep Club, National Honor Society, K's, Viking Mentors, Madrigals, and more. He's a varsity letterman in football, basketball, and baseball. He was an All-State honorable mention in both football and basketball. Unfortunately, he couldn't quite overcome the coaching by Troy Miller, and second-team linebacker for the CKL last year in football and second-team all-league for basketball, as well as serving as one of the team's captains. In his spare time, Haven has also attained Eagle rank in Boy Scouts and simply loves prancing around for the Lindsberg Swedish folk dancers. This week's plans for his future are to become an educator and coach, but really, who knows? In his free time, he's playing any and all sports under the sun, or sitting in his room watching sports or anime, or hanging out with the nicest, most beautiful girl in the world, his mother. Just kidding, it's his girlfriend, Lainey.
Next, our homecoming princess and prince are Capen Swisher and Carson and Kaysen Blanchett. Capen is the daughter of Kai and Kelsey Swisher. She is 5 years old and in kindergarten. She has an older brother, Crew, and a younger sister, Cora. Her favorite things about kindergarten are recess, free choice time, and being at the big school with Crew. When she is not in school, she loves riding her bike, playing outside with all the neighborhood kids, and painting her nails.
Kason and Carson Blanchett are the sons of Nick and Karen Blanchett. Their siblings are junior Cade, sophomore Kai, and freshman Katya. Their favorite part about kindergarten is PE and recess. Kason and Carson love to dress up as superheroes and play outside. They enjoy following their siblings around to sporting events and are always excited to see their high school friends.
Our final couple of the evening is Gracie Lambert and Lucas Apel. Gracie Lambert is the daughter of Tim and Roxy Lambert and sister to 5 other siblings. Gracie participates in cross-country, basketball, track, powerlifting, National Honor Society, K Club, Pep Club, Suco, and FCA. When Gracie is not attending school, she enjoys running with the French Brigade and hanging out with friends. Gracie so far has been a 3-year letter winner in cross-country and track. In the 2021 state track meet, she was champion in the 4x8, 4x4, and 800. The team won state as well. She is the Pep Club president, the Suco president, and is also a K officer. In Gracie's free time, you can usually find her doing nails, running, shopping at Marshall's, or outside with her neighbors. Gracie's plans are to major in cosmetology and business. She is just recently committed to Hutchinson Community College with a full ride to run cross country and track. After college, she plans to one day have her own business.
Lucas Apel is the son of Dean and Anki Apel and brother to Jeremiah, Johannes, and Maria. Lucas participates in cross-country, basketball, powerlifting, track, and National Honor Society, Kilt Crew, and FCA. He is also a member of the Lindbergh Swedish Folk Dancers. Lucas is a 3-time letter winner in cross-country and was an all-state medalist in the Kansas 3A State Cross-Country Championship last season. He also took first overall at the 2021 3A Kansas State Powerlifting Meet in the 155-pound weight class. Lucas is a 1-time letter winner in both basketball and track as well. In Lucas's free time, you can usually find him hanging with the boys or chilling at home with his dog, Nico. He also enjoys getting swole in the gym and running. Next fall, Lucas plans to major in kinesiology for his future plan of being a physical therapist. He is still undecided about the college he wants to attend.
Thank you to all of our wonderful candidates. Your 2021 homecoming queen is Gracie Lambert.
And King Kaden Kibbler.
One last round of applause for our entire homecoming court.
Good evening, football fans. Welcome to Lynchburg.
It's a Christian-based college, and I felt that he was in the right hands when I left him here.
We chose Bethany College so my son could have a good life.
If you want inspired learning at an affordable price, choose Bethany College. Learn more about your good life at bethanylb.edu.
This is the People's Bank and Trust Tailgate Party on 95.5 The Rock.
Welcome back to Anderson Stadium, Lindstrom Brothers Field, the Vikings' second home game of the year, and it's homecoming tonight. And again,
that was Justice's first game not going over 100 yards this year as well. And then Tristan only had 15. So it's going to be really important for us to establish that running game again tonight, get back to who we are and get back to what we do.
And they, on the other hand, have a quarterback that likes to run and pass. He's kind of their main guy. He's only a sophomore, but he's rushed for nearly 200 yards and passed for almost 400 yards. So he is he's quite an athlete.
He is, and he's a nice physical-looking specimen out there for a sophomore. He's good size, good build, seems to have good command as we're watching warm-ups, and we watched a little bit on some of the scout team stuff that I saw this week on him. They've just had a really tough go getting started. 0-4. They've given up a lot of points. They did have that one triple overtime game, their second game of the year against Norton that they lost. But another game right after that against Lake, and they only lost by 8. So they've been in a couple of those games. The other two kind of got away from them a little bit. Of course, last week losing to Scott City 21-6. But they are very capable of getting some things going. It's going to be important for us to establish our presence both on the offensive side and knowing where Linton is on the defensive side.
Yeah, you got to watch out for them. They run that kind of single wing, so there's a lot of deception in that backfield. So our defense is going to have to play better. And we had been such a good defensive team, and then we give up, 400 and some yards last week, and we just didn't look like the same team defensively.
No, we really didn't. And like I said, they did some things to us that we weren't expecting them to do or better than we expected them to do. But also, I don't think our guys executed the way they're capable of executing. And, a few years ago, you and I both remember going to Larned, and we were having a nice run, and they took it to us. And it was a good wake-up call for a very good Smoky Valley team that year. This might be that exact same wake-up call for these guys to remind them what you have to do every single Friday night, and I think they're ready to bring that tonight.
Yeah, no, they're going to have to be, because it's going to be an important factor in the game. I want to thank our sponsors that help us with our portion of the broadcast, which include Harry Malary, Farm Bureau, White's Food Liner, Lindbergh Realty, Liz DeHoney, owner broker, Pizza Hut, Dr. Dale Loader, Smoky Valley Chiropractic, Mari Loader, Caldwell Banker Realty, call Mari, call it sold, Old Stuga, CNL Heating and Cooling, Gower Welding, Bank of Tescott, Christian's Funeral Home, First Bank Kansas, Art Shirt, Salina Ortho, People's Bank and Trust, Reinert CPA, Midway Motors, Farmer State Bank, Gallant Tire and Auto, Smoky Valley Booster Club, and Lindbergh Family Dental Care for helping us with our portion of the broadcast. And as a great surprise to me, I told you earlier that Coach Lambert was on the sideline tonight, and that certainly surprised me, and it certainly has to make the other coaches and our players feel good.
Yeah, it really does. He had a procedure done earlier this week, I think on Wednesday, actually, and he was back at practice for a little while yesterday. So he's feeling a lot more, I guess you would say, back to normal. Not 100% yet, but I know he's the best medicine for him today is to be back at this stadium and to be watching his guys play, and I know the best medicine for them is to have him here as well.
I'm going to play his interview for you right now.
And welcome to Viking pregame. Don Bengtson sitting along the sideline here with Coach Tim Lambert, which I didn't think I'd be doing tonight because he'd been in the hospital, missed last game. And first of all, welcome back, and glad to have you on the sideline.
Yeah, it's good to be back, Don. Appreciate it.
We got a Goodland team that we took care of business last year. You had a bunch of friends that came and watched you play last year at Goodland, down to the wire overtime game that was exciting. And so I think tonight let's just take care of business a little easier tonight, not make it so exciting for homecoming.
Well, that'd be all right. I think Goodland has a pretty good football team. Yeah, I know they haven't won any games, but they got some kids that can play, and we surely definitely have to be ready to play, and hopefully our kids have prepared well, and we do take care of business.
I told you last week when you were in the hospital we were going to win one for the skipper, but we didn't. We weren't able to do that. But I hope we didn't make you feel bad by you were probably listening and not wishing we would have played better.
Yeah, I was kind of in and out of it last Friday. So I was listening to some of it, but I wasn't doing real well at the time, so I didn't watch the whole game.
Well, the Vikings struggled a little bit, played a pretty good first half, but then the second half they had a running back and a nose guard that really gave us some fit. So we hope we're going to play better than that tonight. But you're here to direct the traffic again, direct the offense again. What do the Vikings need to do tonight to take care of business?
Well, I think we've got the turnover battle I think is huge, and we have to be able to make first downs and extend drives with some plays, and if we're able to do that enough and keep them off the offense, keep our offense on the field, I think we've got a real good chance of winning the game.
We've got a quarterback that likes to go in kind of the pistol shotgun formation, even with zero back once in a while. He's a pretty good runner, and he can throw the ball a little bit too. Does he concern you?
Yeah, he does. He played quite a bit for him last year as a freshman, and so he's a good little football player, and we're going to have to and he has a couple of guys that he can throw to, and so we'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully, it'll be a good test for us. They do some different things, run a little single wing, and then spread you out and throw it a little bit. So they do some different things offensively that kind of you have to prepare for. So they make it a little difficult for you.
Did you remind the kids that it's even though it's homecoming and they've had a lot of distractions going on all week long, did you remind them that when the whistle blows and the kick goes in the air that they got to play football tonight?
Well, that's kind of the idea. Kind of the idea. We remind them quite often this week.
Good. Kind of touched on a little bit, but how about a couple of keys to victory?
I think turnovers. I think ball possession. Field position could be huge. When the field position you have to score, you got to get down there and you got to punch it in. So red zone finishes.
Well, sounds like a good plan, Coach. Good luck, and so glad to have you back.
Yeah, good to be back. Thanks, Don.
Tim Lambert of the Vikings will be back with more pregame right after this.
Carlson Accounting, Inc. in Lindsborg offers complete accounting and payroll services, full-service income tax and e-file services, and business advisory services. Serving Central Kansas since 1983. A proud supporter of Smoky Valley and Bethany Athletics. Auburn Pharmacy is your local hometown Lindsborg pharmacy. Located at 216 North Harrison Street. Proudly supporting the Smoky Valley Vikings and Bethany Swedes. Trust your Smoky Valley real estate needs to Mari Loader of Coldwell Banker Antrim Piper Winger Realtors, a Smoky Valley business owner since 1995 and a community volunteer. No one knows the entire Smoky Valley area the way that Mari does. Call her for your real estate needs. Call Mari, call it sold. Smoky Valley Chiropractic. Dr. Daryl Loader has been on the Viking sidelines since 1995. A doctor with advanced certification in both wellness and sports injury management. He is the resident expert in the Smoky Valley, helping others live long, active, healthy lives since 1995.
This is the People's Bank and Trust Tailgate Party on 95.5.
You starting lineups real quick?
Also, Monday at 6 o'clock, Smoky Valley High School Junior Varsity football at home against Southeast of Saline. Plenty of high school action. Come out and support the kids.
Let's line the Ortho starting lineups, Doug.
Vikings will be kicking off.
Starting lineups now for for Goodland as they're going to be receiving this kickoff here to open the game. Their offensive line, Dexter Donald, number 70, a senior. Number 62, Jackson Griffith, senior. Harrison Bend, 65, a junior. Witten Peter, a sophomore. Number 76, Ganson Miller, also number 64. He is a senior. And we'll get the kickoff in here real quick.
As Mason Hernandez goes back to get the kick at the 10. 15 right up the middle, 20, 25, trying to get up and gets near the 30-yard line, and that's where the Goodland Cowboys will take over 1st and 10 and finish up your starting lineup.
Tight end number 10, Maverick Spresser. He's a junior, got 2 catches on the year. Their wide receiver, Devontae Hardy. He's a junior with 7 catches on the year. Slot back, Mason Hernandez. He's one of their top rushers at 111 yards and 181 yards receiving. Number 5, Gentry Deeds. He's their blocking back. Tailback, Bryson Waters, and quarterback sophomore Cole Linton, number 1.
Linton likes to do a lot of different things in that backfield, and they shift around, move all over the place. Here comes a running play up the middle, and the Vikings got it snuffed out right away. One of the people in there on that tackle, Haven Lysell Stewart, our leading tackler.
And since you mentioned that, starting defensively tonight for the Vikings on the line, Vincent Pickering at defensive end. Defensive tackle, he's number 7. Number 70, Gus Griffith at defensive tackle. Number 56, Cody Krause at defensive tackle. Defensive end, Justin Holt. Corner, Max Beaker. Other corner, Nolan Dower. The linebackers, Haven Lysell Stewart, Tristan Stambaugh, Austin Sharp. And at safeties, Cade Blanchett and Ethan Abel.
It's a reverse in the backfield of Hernandez, but Mr. number 77's got him, Justin Holt. He loses 2 yards, and it's going to be 3rd and 12. Great start for the Viking defense.
Great start for the Viking defense. Wonderful job by that interior line of the Viking defense as well, getting in there to make the first couple of plays here. And you mentioned Haven Lysell Stewart, of course, in on that line. Hernandez, we mentioned his name to start out with. He is their top rusher aside from Linton, and he's unable to get anything that play. Now you're going to see possibly Linton's arm and maybe even his ability to scramble.
Yeah, let's see what happens there. Vikings almost jump outside. He's looking toward the middle, got a right in the flat, but a good stick there by Max Beaker. Going to pick up about 5 on the play, but it's going to be 4th and 6.
Yeah, nice pass and catch right there by Goodland, able to hit him up there. Not a long gain, just a little short one, but unable to pick up the first down. Again, they got behind the sticks just a little bit early. That put them in a tough spot. Now they're looking at a 4th down, and the Vikings are going to bring that punt return unit out with Jerome Autry deep.
Yeah, great stick by Beaker, though. He did let the completion happen in front of him, but it certainly wasn't enough for a first down, so a good 3 and out. They're going to take a little run at but then go ahead and boot the ball, and Autry's going to take it. Not a fair catch, and he's going to get tackled right away at the 32-yard line. So the punter there, number 4, that's Hernandez, the running back, and he made people think he was going to run, and then bumping into him back there was Austin Sharp, I think, but I don't think it wasn't enough of a bump into anywhere close.
Yeah, you mentioned that rugby style. He takes a lot of time, lets his coverage team get down the field. Jerome did a nice job fielding that, picks up about a yard and a half before the quarterback, Cole Linton, was down, able to make the tackle. And now this Viking offense out on the field, they were stymied a lot last week. Chance for them to come out and regain a little bit of that presence they had in the previous weeks.
Wishbone formation. Carson drops the ball, and he'll get a loss of about a yard on the play. Maybe they'll give him some forward progress on no gain, but little mix up there between center and snap. And Austin was coming back a little slow back to the line of scrimmage. I don't know if he hurt himself a little bit on that punt play, but Vikings pick up nothing, and it's 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Austin tried to get low and take that nose guard out of the play a little bit, and it looked like Carson might have just dropped that one coming out. I know the type of person that Carson is. He'll take the blame for that in a heartbeat.
Sure.
But he was able to get it picked up and save it at least, and it is going to be 2nd and long.
2nd and long for the Vikings. They'll go I formation with Blanchett out here as the flanker. They're coming down the line of scrimmage, and Carson ends up, there's a flag on the play, so I don't know what the flag is for. We'll wait and see, but the Vikings actually lose a yard on the play. Goodland says they have the ball, but no signal from the referee. Now there is a signal from the referee, and he says they have it. So I certainly didn't see the ball come out. There is a flag on the play. We've got to make sure what the flag is about before they give the ball to the Cowboys. So big turnover there on 2nd down.
Tell you, that ball squirted out for a second time in there, just right off of Carson again. And this time the interior lineman was able to pick that one up.
So it is going to be, here's the call of the penalty on the play.
There was a flag on the play. Illegal formation on the offense, 5 men in right field. That penalty will be declined. 1st down.
So it is illegal formation on the Vikings, and the Vikings will have it in a bad spot now. Give it up on 1st and 10, or 2nd and 10 to Goodland now, starting on the 30-yard line. Back in that same formation, sometimes they shift out of this. Here goes a whole bunch of people shifting on the line of scrimmage to an unbalanced power to the near side. The quarterback's going to tuck it and run himself, and he's got some room. He's across the 25 and down to about the 22-yard line before he's finished off by Cade Blanchett. But that was a team right.
Yeah, they do a lot of unbalanced lines. They do a lot of moving guys over. They really try to use a lot of that, and they don't necessarily use it as window dressing. They're pretty much letting you know, we're going to go this way, see if you can stop us, and Linton has a nice gain right there. And, this has been the thing that's hurt Smoky Valley throughout the season, has been shooting themselves in the foot, whether it's penalties or turnovers. We got away from that a few weeks ago, and now it's kind of rearing its head again.
So second down and short. Here comes number 21. He's going to get caught in the backfield and lose a couple yards. That is got on the wrong side here.
That was number 21 there. That was Bryson Waters. It was a direct snap to him instead of going to the quarterback. Quarterback actually acted like he either got it or it went over his head. But I tell you, the Viking defense was not fooled on that play at all, and the interior was all over that play.
Loss of 2. It's going to be 3rd down and 4 now at the 24-yard line. They got to get to the red zone for the first down. Looking over the defense. Here's a snap to the quarterback. He's going to take it on the left side and try to get some room. He's got first down yardage and more. A good play there by Linton.
Yeah, he follows that line extremely well going around that left-hand side, and that does take Goodland in to the Becker Autos and Tires red zone. With campers, used vehicles, and more, they have you covered. Visit them in Beloit on Highway 24 or on BeckerAutos.com.
Good, that time, team left, so they've gone a good run right, a good run left, and a not-so-good run in the middle. So we'll see what the Viking defense can do. They've been bend but not break so many times this year. See if they can hold the Cowboys out of the end zone. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Man in motion to the near side, going to keep it to the quarterback himself and go up the middle. And good play there by Haven Lysell Stewart, the first man through, getting a hold of Linton. He's going to get a couple, and he got a help from a couple of others standby, I believe.
Yeah, Griffith was in there, and also Vincent Pickering, both of those guys right on top of that play as soon as Haven collected him to start out with. But again, kind of keeping us honest by giving us some plays up the middle. But tell you, Linton does a nice job. You mentioned kind of the student body left, student body right. He gets in behind his blockers. He picks and chooses his path, and then he tries to see if he can break something. 2
receivers near side, 1 to the far side. They got a flanker on the right side now in motion again. He gives it to the man in motion trying to get outside. They got a flag, and they're going to have a false start on offense, so they're going to back him up a little more, so they're going to get behind the sticks a little more. It'll be second down and about 13.
Yeah, I saw the flag come out, but I couldn't tell if everybody was going to stop playing or keep playing. I couldn't really hear a whistle. But again, it's going to move them back. With a similar offense here to the Viking offense, they would prefer running the football as much as they can, and now all of a sudden they're moved back behind the sticks here at 2nd and 14, and now that makes these next couple of plays pretty important. I don't know place kicker wise if they bring anybody to the table and what kind of depth, but obviously it's a night where it's calm enough. If he has a good leg, might be able to kick it, but otherwise you're thinking 4 downs here.
2 receivers far side, 1 to the near side. Back in the backfield is the quarterback Linton with the flanker now in motion to that side. It's a direct snap. Quarterback has it deep, going down the middle, and caught for first down yardage by number 30. Great pass and great reception.
Yeah, nice catch back there. I couldn't tell. Was it number 30 that caught it?
Well, I thought it was.
Couldn't tell who came up out of that.
But they have it first and goal now at the 4-yard line.
33? I think that was Rhett Ehrig. Okay, I think that was him making that catch there. I tell you, Jerome was backpedaling on that the best he could, just didn't quite have the height to get up there, and he stumbled just a little bit right before the ball got to the receiver, but that does put him in a great spot here at first and goal from the 4.
6:40 left to go, first quarter action. Goodland Cowboys knocking on the door to the Viking end zone. Here comes Linton, going to keep it himself, going to try that left side. He's going to get a little ways, but the Vikings are going to wrap him up after about a 2-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 2.
I tell you, there is not much open in the interior right there. The line of the Vikings are all over that. You got a number of guys in there making that play, and unfortunately, a Goodland player was down. He does hop back up here at the end, but nice interior play there by a number of players. I think that looked like maybe Holt was in there with the initial contact and able to really kind of swing him around, gets him right down to about the 3-yard line. So not a big gain, gain, but they still have 3 downs left here to try to get the ball in the end zone.
64 Ganson Miller hobbled off the field, so it's second down and goal from the 4. We'll call it 4. It's a little past the 3-yard line, so 6:06 now, clicking the time running here in the first quarter, no score. Linton back in that shotgun formation, going to take a student body ride. He's got a little seam, but he's not going to get there. Haven Lysell Stewart again with the tackle before he gets there. And Autry Jerome there not trying to make sure he didn't get in. So it's going to be third and goal from the 2.
Yeah, mentioning Haven's name already a lot today. He's covering a lot of ground on this field. He comes all the way from the other side of the field, or excuse me, from the near side, but got checked up in there into a number of players, but he was able to make his way through and come right down the line and make that tackle. And so little by little, they're getting closer to the end zone. But I tell you, this defense is stiffening every second here.
Third and goal from the 2. And everybody shifts in motion. Everybody going student body right now. See what they do. Linton's going to take it. He's fading back. He's going to throw it in the middle of the field. It's knocked down and intercepted. Catching it is short. And he's going to get out to the 15-yard line and hit out of bounds. That should be a late flag because he went out there earlier. But the ball was tipped, and Austin Sharp comes up with it. The Vikings turn the Cowboys away.
Yeah, an interesting play. They kind of sell it like it's an over the quarterback snap, actually over the direct snap. Then Linton makes the pass, and what a deflection back there by Cade Blanchett. Staying home, doing his job. He gets up, makes the deflection. Ball lands in Austin Sharp's hands, and now the Vikings turn the tables here. They've got the ball now, and they have a chance to bring that offense back out on the field. Again, offense fumbling both snaps. Going to need to make sure they get that taken care of as they start this drive.
Back to wishbone formation. Yeah, just a simple snap, but here comes Blanchett trying the left side. He gets a little bit of room across the 20 up to about the 21-yard line. So he'll pick up about 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 7, but just a comfort zone knowing you get the center quarterback snap and make that first handoff.
You know, we haven't had a lot of problems with that this year. And like I said, that first time it just looked like Carson dropped it. I couldn't tell if it was the exchange on the second one or what exactly happened. But either way, that ball came out quick on the second one. But this time they actually get the handoff or the execution of the exchange taken care of. They're able to get the ball in Blanchett's hands, and he picks up a few yards to get him started here.
Double tight end wishbone formation again for Carson Peel. Turns and hands it off to Autry trying that right side. He's got a little bit of room trying to get out. Oh, he fumbles the ball, and the Vikings are going to give it back again. So the Vikings and Goodland landed right on it. So the ball got picked away from Autry, and the Vikings turn it over on 2 fumbles in a row.
What a great hand in there. I'm trying to see the number. It looked like number 2, I think, was the one that was able to knock it out of there. That's Kyan Enzyme. He got his hand in there as Justice was going by him, and he was able to yank that ball out and free it up, and then quick on top of it, another couple of Goodland players were right there able to make that play. And so again, they're going to spend a lot of their time in Smoky Valley territory.
So 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line for the Goodland Cowboys here. A couple of big mistakes by the Vikings here early. Shifting over to power, student body left, hike to Linton trying to follow his blockers and get left, and he's going to get nearly 10 yards on the play. It's going to be 9, and it's going to be 2nd down and 1. Good blocking by the Cowboys.
Yeah, again, he picks his way through that so well. Just does a nice job getting behind everybody and moving where they want to move. A lot of pre-snap movements. Like you said, they move almost the entire group over. They unbalance one side, and he just gets right behind their hammer back over there. That's number 5, Gentry Deeds, who just kind of leads him through a little progression, and like you said, picks up about 8.5.
2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Linton in that shotgun pistol formation in the backfield. Man in motion to the near side, going to hand it off to him, trying to get, and good pursuit by the Vikings. And the Vikings say they have the fumble, and they do. So it's a gift night. I guess it's... Oh, my goodness, a fumble. We've fumbled twice, they fumbled once, and they've intercepted. So everybody given charity. This is what should have happened at Halsted in our first night when it was so wet, but tonight there's really no excuse.
I tell you, that was Cody Krause. Cody Krause came all the way along from the backside, knocked that ball out, doing his job, trailing the play, just kind of strafing right on through. He knocks it free. Ethan Abel is able to fall on it from his safety position. And like you said, Vikings have the ball back again.
Yeah, unbelievable turn of events here. Back to wishbone formation for Smoky Valley. Here comes Stambaugh, and there goes Stambaugh. First down carry on the dive right up the middle by big number 40, Stambaugh, and the Vikings have it up to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, only the 5th offensive play for the Vikings so far this quarter, and their first down. And like we said, 2 of those or 3 of those plays out of the 5 were fumbles, and so nice to actually have an execution of a play again. Get yardage, but also keep the ball. And again, Tristan just fired through that line. Some excellent blocking by that front 5.
Yeah, you don't have a guy like Rosales that last week at Colby, such a big monster in the middle. Here comes Blanchett trying the left side. He's got a little bit of room. He gets up near the 35-yard line, so he'll get about 5 on the carry. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, again, nice job. Nice fake up the middle, faking it to Stambaugh. Got a couple of guys that bit on that, and then they come flying through there to be able to pick up a nice gain on behalf of Blanchett that time. Again, coming off that near side, getting some blocking there from our line over here. Gus Griffith, Justin Holt, Austin Sharp. Of course, the other 2 up there, Richard Zeller, and then Cody Krause. He's replacing the injured Alex Groslin, who we just learned this week is most likely out for the season.
Still in wishbone formation, and the Vikings, it goes back to Autry on that right side, and he's going to get a couple up to about the 37-yard line, where it's going to be 3rd and 2.
There's one thing you'll notice about Justice. The time he carries the ball right after he fumbles, both hands are on it. It's secure in there. He's got to really pick and choose where he goes. So he was very selective that time and made sure he had a secure hold on that ball.
I like to go right back to the person that fumbled there to give him confidence back in there. So good job. 3rd and 2 now for Smoky Valley. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. No score here. Only fumbles is what's given. Everybody's giving it back to the opposing team. Stay in that wishbone formation for the Vikings. Carson Peel under center, turns and hands it off to Stambaugh, and he goes across the 40 up to about the 41. First down yardage for Smoky Valley. Second first down on this drive.
Yeah, nice play right up the middle again. It looks like number 77, Angel Esquivel, making that tackle. He's one of their subs off the bench, it looks like, but he was able to get in there, make that tackle, and again, not before Tristan's able to pick up a Viking first down and continue moving those sticks as we near the 1:30 mark here in the first quarter.
No score from Anderson Stadium. Lindstrom Brothers Field here on the campus of Bethany College. Turn and hand it off to Blanchett, trying to get outside. He picks him. Somebody went to tackle him, just went down, and I thought he was going to hurdle him, but he just kind of tried to step over a little bit, and he got up to about the 45-yard line. So he'll get a gain of about 3 on the play just because he lunged forward.
Yeah, Smoky Valley going with that bone look again, like they have done so often, and that allows all of the Goodland defenders to kind of creep in a little bit. And so that was their sophomore, Manny Gonzalez, their corner, who was able to come back and submarine him. But like you said, Blanchett's able to fly over the top and still pick up a few extra yards after first contact.
I formation this time for the Vikings. Blanchett is out on the far side like a receiver. I formation. Carson tosses to Autry, trying to get outside. Got a little seam, but somebody reached down and grabbed his ankles. He's going to get only about a yard on the play, and it's going to be 3rd and 5, and now we got a timeout on the field.
Yeah, couldn't quite tell exactly what happened there, but Justice was able to get around the edge. Looked like a little quick corner on that far side. Was able to sneak around the block of Stambaugh and come in and make that play. That was a well-played possession back there by the senior DJ Knox, able to come in and get that stopped. I can't tell, is that Mason Hernandez that was down?
I don't know, but they're calling for the ambulance right away or some care here, so we may have a little bit of stoppage of play. The injured Cowboy on the field. So the Vikings driving here. Both teams are down on a knee here on homecoming night here from Anderson Stadium, Lindstrom Brothers Field here on the campus of Bethany College. I think they are going to bring the medical team out on the field. So Jared, let's take a 1-minute timeout. We come back, we'll update on what's going on. No score here, first quarter. Back after this 1-minute timeout.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Bank of Tuscan. Come see us for all your home loan needs in the Smoky Valley, including construction loans at Stockholm Estates, equal housing levy, Smoky Valley area.
Coach Drew helping us with stats tonight. He's the new women's basketball coach for the high school, also a middle school teacher, and appreciate him coming and help us with stats each and every week. But never like to have an injury and never like to have a serious injury. But this brings up a good point that the volunteer EMS crew for Lindsborg got replaced, or not replaced, but they got added to with the actual EMT company now. So great to see that care right here on the sideline for the injured player.
Yeah, it really is. And we want to point out that is Kaden Ensign. He's the junior there, number 2. It looked like he got blocked relatively hard. There's a kind of a back block coming across, and he went down pretty quick. The good news to report is he is up, walking around. I don't know exactly what you're going to see. My guess is they're going to say he was most likely out for a second. He sure didn't look like he was moving a lot. And so we'll have to see what the determination is over there, but I could easily see that as him being done for the night as well. He'll have to get evaluated by a medical professional over there before he can return, if that was the case. So again, we don't know exactly what all that was, but on a different note there, the Vikings now are set up with about a 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5.5 here. So again, needing to make a play right here. So far, Goodland's got 38 yards of total offense here in this first quarter. The Vikings 32. Both of them are kind of averaged out as far as the amount of plays. 13 plays for Goodland so far and 10 for Smoky Valley. So it's been an exciting first quarter, but it's been exciting because both teams have handed the ball back and forth to one another since that first punt. And this is the first prolonged possession we've seen in a long time.
Yeah, no kidding. Now they'll go I formation again for Smoky Valley. Puts a man in motion. Blanchett to this near side, turn and hand it off to Standby right up the middle. He's not going to get there. He's going to be stopped with only a yard gain on the play. So they were looking right in the middle. So the Vikings now, are you going to go for it here early on 4th down? Well, you'll have time to decide over the quarter because this is the end of the first quarter. Our score after one quarter, 0-0. Back with quarter number 2 after this 30-second timeout.
If it's game day, it's on at the Old Stuga in Lindsborg. Streaming all the Smoky Valley and Bethany games, you won't miss a play. Come into pregame or celebrate.
Farmers State Bank of Lindsborg, located at 447 Harrison Street, is proud to support the Smoky Valley Vikings and Bethany Swedes. Good luck, Vikings, and good luck, Swedes. Member FDIC.
Valley football. Got an update on what was going to be league tennis tomorrow. It's been postponed because of the rain in the forecast, so that's got postponed till Monday.
Yeah, Monday I think they're going to get started at 9 a.m. That should be at Hillsboro. They're going to get that going. I know, obviously, I'm pretty excited to get a chance to play tomorrow, especially with regionals coming up so quick afterwards, but can't control the weather, so we're going to be there. And what a great day today. You know, we had the homecoming festivities downtown, wonderful events put on, including the parade, and then the pep rally down at the band shell. Margot Lysell, again, as the pep club coordinator, putting a lot of that stuff together today as well. But what a great night and a great crowd here tonight to watch this homecoming game.
Vikings are not going to punt it away, so they're going to send a receiver, Pickering and Blanchett, wide each way. I formation behind Carson Peel, going to turn and look down the field for a pass. Got Lysell caught for first down yardage, and more across the 40, 35, 30, still on his feet, 25, 20, and down near the 15-yard line. What a great run after the catch. 1st and 10 Vikings in the red zone.
Yeah, great job. Great look out in the flat. Just a little out, about 3 to 5 yards up the field. And Haven does all the rest of the work himself. Gets off that first edge, turns the corner, a beautiful spin move as he takes it all the way down into the Becker Autos and Trailers red zone with Camp